Hi guys, it's Jay from Ayaba's Wynd. I am back to do your reading for August 2024 for the sign of Aquarius. I hope all has been well. If you like what I'm doing, please like and definitely share the video with your friends and family. And definitely support me through coming to the store at Namaste Bookshop at 2 West 14th Street in New York City to have a reading with me. If you cannot book in the shop, you can definitely email me at ayabaswynd999 at gmail.com. Wynd is spelled Wynd. Just keep in mind, this is a general reading, so it could cover the recent past, what's happening now, or in the near future, okay? Some of the information may apply to you, all of it may apply, or none of it may apply, and that's okay. I'm not going to be offended if nothing applies. This is a general reading. I'm reading for hundreds, if not thousands, of Aquarians, okay? And I'm reading from an Afro-Cuban spiritualist perspective, so there's going to be some of those elements in my reading, okay? And I read between Oracle and Tarot, okay? So your reading started off with going into prayer and meditation. So Aquarius, I don't know if you're doing too much, you're doing a lot, but Spirit is saying you need to take several seats, okay? Meditation and prayer is going to be very, very important for you. I know it is such a challenge to quiet the mind, but Spirit is saying this is what needs to happen in order for you to move forward, okay? Spirit is talking about a passionate text. You know, in tarot, we call it the Page of Wands, all right? But Spirit is saying that someone is thinking about you. They may be yearning for you, yearning for your presence, yearning for your touch. And so Spirit is saying that someone's going to be like, hey, let's go get a drink. Let's go out to eat. Let's like link up, okay? Because there's like physical desires and urges that are, that are welling up in this person, okay? But Spirit is saying someone is booed up right now. So if it's not you that's already booed up with somebody, maybe it's the person that you're dealing with, okay? Or someone in your energy. Keep in mind, this is a reading, a love reading, okay? But there are going to be other people that appear in your reading because they're in your energy. You're either thinking about them or they're thinking about you. And really the goal is to get to your divine masculine or your divine feminine, whoever that is to you, okay? Whether you date men or women, all right? But Spirit is saying, ain't no mountain high enough to keep me from loving you. This was a song by Marvin Gaye back in the day. And so Spirit is saying that, it may seem like there are some obstacles. Maybe someone is taken. Maybe there's a distance between two people. But Spirit is saying, ain't nothing stopping this show. I'm going to come find you. I'm going to fly to you, take a boat to you, swim to you. Spirit is saying like this connection, this attraction is super intense, okay? Return of the Mac. So someone could be in player mode, all right? You could be linked up with someone, but Spirit is saying someone is in this player mode. They might feel very, flirty. They may find the urge to, want to connect with other people, even though they're with someone. All right. But Spirit is saying, at last, the lonely days are over. This is a song by Etta James. Okay. Beyonce sang it in Cadillac Records. I love her version. But anyway, so Spirit is saying that if you are not in a relationship, Spirit's saying that you are going to be hooking up with someone. You're going to be linking up with someone. Um, um, as to whether it's going to be love or it's like a situationship, friends with benefits, we have yet to see in the reading, okay? Baby, I need your loving. I think about us all the time. This was a song back in the day around my father's time, Four Tops, okay? So, Spirit is saying like, someone is missing that passion, that physical touch, and they are yearning for the presence and the feel of that person, okay? But Spirit's like, what kind of fuckery is this? So Spirit is saying like there's something a little, shady about this situation. Someone could be already in a connection or a relationship, and the ancestors are like, wait, hold up a minute. Something is going on here. Something's not right. Usually when I get that song by Amy Winehouse, it talks about there's some kind of like shady stuff, things that are being hidden, secrets and things like that, okay? Spirit is talking about, if I ain't got you, I'm nothing. This is a song by Alicia Keys. And by the way, her play is amazing. You guys got to go see it on Broadway. I think it's off Broadway, but anyway, the play is amazing. But a spirit is saying like there's a connection that is super strong and super powerful. It's like the people, it's like almost like, you know, you breathe the same air, you breathe each other. It's like that connection is so rich and so deep. And this is what spirit is saying. And spirit is saying that the God force, the spirit guides, the ancestors, they protect your mind, your body, and spirit from evil, negative energies, you know, things that are people are throwing or wishing ill. Spirit is protecting you, but you definitely got to, you know, take action, okay? Spirit's talking about there could be a baby on the scene. Someone could, you know, find out they're pregnant. There could be a birth announcement. So spirit is saying like if you don't want a baby, you better wrap it up, okay? Because spirit is saying like there could be a child, you know, a birth announcement on the way. And so whether you want to keep the baby, that's up to you. And I'm not going to advise on that. But Spirit is saying that there's going to be news of someone being pregnant, and you're the closest thing to perfect. It could be that someone wants to have a child with you, okay, or you want to have a child with someone, all right. But Spirit is saying like you don't need to do anything. You don't need to go get a BBL. You don't need to go get calf implants. You don't need to go get like, you know, a Ferrari or whatever. You know, you are perfect just the way you are. And the spirit, I mean, spirit is saying that, you know, if you are in a connection, this could kind of ramp up and, you know, get serious, okay? Someone's tripping over your love, LMA. So spirit is saying like, you know, someone could be like a little possessive in a situation, all right? And so you got to be careful with how you move, okay? There are other cards here that popped up, so I'm going to bring them over here. Spirit is saying that someone is avoiding the other person. So, um, you know, there could have been a disagreement. Someone could have said something. Spirit is saying that someone's in a kind of like an avoidant mode, okay? And maybe because they're looking at someone kind of side eye, like maybe because there's no trust between the two people. If you are in a happy connection, do not watch this, okay? I'm not in the business of like trying to like plant seeds where things are growing, plant seeds of, you know, questioning who you're with, okay? I really, you know, I promote love and happiness, okay? But this is for the people who are like, you know, kind of in limbo, don't know what's happening, that kind of thing, okay? Spirit's saying a soulmate is coming. All right, so Spirit is saying that your divine masculine or divine feminine could be on their way, and this is like the second confirmation here in the cards. It's a totally different deck, and Spirit is saying this is gonna be beautiful. You're gonna have a happy love relationship, happy family. Like it's going to be beautiful, okay? So you gotta, you know, stay positive, think positively about things, okay? You know, spirit is talking about, you know, someone's gonna be at a crossroads, okay? They're gonna have to make a choice. What are you gonna do? You're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. You're gonna be with this person, you're gonna be with me, okay? And because of this, like, you know, thinking about this person and, you know, the connection you have, spirit is like, spirit is saying like someone's up worried in bed and they're thinking about this, all right? You know, spirit is also talking about like you are super spiritual, and if you wanted to, you could become a guru, a yogi, a pastor, a priest, a santero, a babalao, a mambo, a hugan, you know, some kind of spiritual leader, okay? If you really invested the time and the energy, and the study, and the apprenticeship, to be able to do these things. Spirit is saying you're super spiritual, okay? Spirit is also saying that there's going to be money coming. So if you have not just received some money, money is going to be coming for you, but you got to be careful with your spending, okay? I'm saying that my right eye is jumping, so that's a good sign. You could have received money in March, April, May, okay? Or separate from this, there's going to be a significant thing that happens between March, April, and May. It could have been someone had an affair, someone stepped out on a connection in March, April, May, okay? But Spirit is saying like someone had a side thing, okay? You know, whether it was just like talking or if it was communicating, you know, or hooking up, actually hooking up with someone, all right? And I'm only with you for the sex and nothing more. So spirit is saying like this connection was more physical lustful, more, it wasn't really love. Okay. It's not really love. Okay. It's more about lust and the physical connection. Um, you know, the winter time, December, January, February is coming up for you. And so the winter is going to be significant for you. Maybe this affair either starts or ends in the winter time, or something separate from that. The winter is going to be like pivotal. It's going to be, significant for you. Okay. Spirit is saying that, right now it's time for you to stay on top of your health. I'm not a doctor. I cannot diagnose, but Spirit is recommending that, you go to the doctor and make sure you get a blood work done, a blood panel, check all your vitamins and minerals, to make sure everything's balanced, and stay on top of it every 3 to 6 months from the time of this reading, okay? Because the energies in this reading can take place over the next several days, several weeks, or several months, all right? Spirit's mentioning that someone is short in your energy, okay? That means they're shorter than you, okay? Or short in stature. And Spirit is saying the love was too intense and I couldn't handle it. So more than likely it started causing problems or rifts, or the person left because of it. And Spirit is saying if that person left, someone's going to be returning. They're saying that a lover from the past is going to be returning, okay? So just get ready for that, okay? Spirit is also making mention that someone is drinking too much alcohol, okay? They're consuming too much, all right? And this is a concern. So Spirit's saying that they want you to do things in moderation, all right? They're also saying that now is the time to cultivate that love energy, all right? And so you can do the mantras for love. There's a beautiful mantra that I absolutely love, and it's a mantra for divine love. Very simple, ancient Sanskrit language in the Hindu tradition. It goes like this: Aham Prima, Aham Prima. You can say that for 8 to 10 minutes, or you can use your mala beads. These mala beads, they range anywhere from like $10 to a couple of $100. Okay, this is turquoise, so it's a little pricey, but anyway, there's 108 beads here, and so you want to complete one round. 108, you want to go all the way around. Aham prima, aham prima, aham prima, all the way around. Okay, 108 is the magic number for mantras. Okay, this is when it starts to activate, and actually you'll start to see the results. It's amazing. Okay, and I trust me. Okay. And Spirit is also talking about there's a fire sign, Sag, Leo, Aries, that's in your energy. Okay. If you're not dating this person, there's somewhere in your energy. Spirit is saying that, they could be getting intel, okay, about what's going on with you. Okay, they may be looking online at readings, things like that, on your astrological sign. Okay, or they may have spirit guides that are informing them on how you're moving and what you're doing. Okay, Spirit is saying it's very important that if you are thinking about opening up a business, traveling, do not mention your plans. Take plenty of photos. Don't post the photos until after you get back, okay? Because Spirit is saying you got some haters, okay? March, April, May is going to be really important. Again, this spring. So this upcoming spring, or this recent spring, something significant happened, okay? Very important for you to connect with your ancestors in order for you to move forward, okay? Your ancestors are showing up in this reading. Okay. And if you already do work with your ancestors, you have an ancestor shrine or altar set up or whatever it is, that's fine. Okay. This doesn't apply to you, but Spirit is saying your ancestors want attention. You can, put up some white flowers, white carnations, a white candle, a glass of water. Okay. You can put down a cup of black coffee, some fruit, candy, sweet things. Dedicate these things to the ancestors. Knock 3 times, and say light, peace, and progress to the spirit of, and make write down your list of ancestors, those people in your bloodline that have passed away. Write down their names. You say light, peace, and progress to the spirit of Grandpa Miller or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then you go through the list, and then you sit there and you say, look, I love you. I'm sorry I didn't have the best connection with you when you were alive, yada, 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 but I'm trying to open up my business. You talk to them just like that. That's praying. That's praying and having communication with them, okay? And then you could just knock 3 times and say thank you, and this is how you honor your ancestors. An elder of mine has a book, a glass of water. The thing is a glass of water and a candle. It's on Amazon by Obade Dayo. Amazing book, and that talks about spirituality, cultivating, your spiritual connection with your guides and your ancestors. Okay, Spirit is talking about abuse of spiritual gifts. So someone is, if they're not going to someone to get, if they're not going to some spiritual practitioner to get work done, to facilitate a relationship, to affect a relationship, Spirit is saying that someone is abusing their spiritual gifts. Okay, they could be wishing ill, sending evil eyes, placing their forked tongues, talking negatively about someone. Spirit is saying this, and because of someone trying to speak ill over your life, Spirit is saying that it's very important for you to meditate again. This is the second card that came out. It's saying that meditation is going to bring answers for you, okay? Very important. We all have some scents to burn. We all like incense, a particular type of incense. Like some people like Nag Champa, some people like sage, Palo Santo. Well, for you, they're saying that the 2 types of incense that you should burn to kind of raise the vibe, the energy, um, in your home, especially, is frankincense and myrrh and copal. Okay, and these are burned. The frankincense and myrrh is burned in the Catholic Church. I was raised in the Catholic Church with the nuns, so I know very well this scent is very potent. You have people entering into the church that have a lot of issues, a lot of problems. There are spiritual possessions and all kinds of things. So the church has to keep the vibration high. They have to clean out and make sure no negative spirits, dark energies, dwell in the church. Okay. Also, copal is really big in South America. Okay, copal, and that's also used to clean the house out of negative energies. All right. And you can also, put the smoke over you, cleanse with the smoke. Okay. And do that. Just don't burn yourself. All right. Spirit is saying that there's an overuse of drugs and or alcohol. Again, this is talking about substances. So someone is turning to the bottle a little too much. Someone is smoking a little too much. Someone is popping a pill, maybe snorting a little too much cocaine, whatever it is. Judgment free zone, but Spirit is saying, this needs to be moderated or controlled. All right. Blessings are going to flow abundantly in your life, so don't worry about that. But Spirit is saying, new love is blossoming. It's on the horizon. Okay. It talked about your soulmate coming, and when I was doing the pre-shuffle, true love. Okay. So if you're not already with your true love, your soulmate, this person is coming. All right. New love is blossoming. All right. Spirit is saying that you got to be careful with stalking. Okay. Someone that's either connected to you or the person that's in your energy, there could be a stalker. There could be someone that's watching their social media, watching to see what they're posting, who's liking the videos, who's commenting, and that kind of thing. Okay. And Spirit is also talking about there could be someone crossing over into the ancestor realm. Okay. So you may hear about, crossing over of someone into the ancestor realm. Spirit is saying your power color is going to be white. Okay. White, white, white. Sleeping in white sheets, white comforter, white pillows, dressing in white, watching what you eat as far as like your sugar, things made of flour, processed flour. You got to moderate that. Okay. Spirit is saying that, you give respect, but you don't get the respect that you deserve. Okay. Or you don't get the respect that you give. Right. And Spirit is also saying that, for you, it's very important for you to wake up right before the sun, to wake up at sunrise or right before the sun, and give thanks and praise to the divine for the sun, giving us life. Okay. Spirit is also talking about you could be famous or infamous, and you got this card twice. So if you are watching this and you are famous, Spirit is acknowledging you. Okay. Or that you can come from a famous family, someone who's very well known, or that something that you're working on is going to bring you some level of fame, okay, or that you could connect to someone who is famous or going to be famous, okay? It's talking about that, all right? Spirit is saying that, again, your ancestors want attention, so, be mindful of that and try and honor them as best as you can, and guys, this is advice. You don't take it, that's on you, all right? But you opened up this reading, and so I'm trying to guide you as best as I can. People are wanting to see you fail. That's not everyone. Don't worry about who wants to see you fail. Just know that there are people out there, and that's why you got to keep your vibration high. The use of drugs and alcohol, those things lower your vibration, and they allow you to be susceptible to getting spiritual attacks, to experiencing the effects of spiritual attacks, all right? And so, Spirit is saying this, and Spirit is saying you came in the world to be governed and not to govern and not to be governed, okay? So you came in this world to be a boss, to be a leader. And so take your rightful place. So Spirit is saying that. Spirit is saying at this time there could be a lot of change, revolution, okay? And in this change, there could be great change and there could be some rocky change, okay? They're talking about revolution here. Revolution, more than likely, is going to be a little rough, okay? And that's why they want you to go in meditation and prayer, go into yoga, and go into that meditative space. Spirit is saying that you can't do threes. You can't have a side guy, side girl. And the person you're dealing with can't have a side guy, side girl. And you can't agree to that, because Spirit is saying that could introduce STDs, sexually transmitted diseases, HIV, herpes, gonorrhea, chlamydia, and whatever else, syphilis, monkeypox, whatever things are circulating out here in this world. Spirit is saying that could be introduced. Okay. Not only that, there could be pregnancy, a pregnancy scandal, a secret love child. And then another thing is people a little cray cray. Okay. Some people cannot handle the introduction of another person into a romantic situation. And so, this stalking, worst case scenario, can end in tragedy. So Spirit is saying you better watch this, okay? Spirit is saying with this person, there's a person that's going to be passing away. That could leave you some money, could leave you some property, could leave you some possessions, okay? So, and Spirit is saying the money is going to come in abundance, all right? At the same time that the money is going to come, which is great, Spirit is saying that people are going to experience karma, okay? They're going to experience karma. This is the season for karma. I've been doing tons of readings over the last couple of months, and the karma card has been coming up 80 to 90% of the time. So this is the season for karma. People are experiencing that. You could hear about it, you might not hear about it, but this is what it is. Spirit is saying you got to be careful. You got to be careful with your blood, okay, and things as it relates to your blood sugar, the sodium in your blood, which is the salt levels. You got to be careful with, like, getting tatted, the use of needles and things like that, okay? Your blood, you got to make sure you stay on top of your vitamins and mineral levels in your blood. This goes for men and women, okay? And of course, I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose. I don't know that information, but you got to go and request to get a blood panel done. For STD check, you got to request to do an STD check. And for HIV in particular, sometimes you have to request to do a separate HIV test, because when you do an STD check, they only check for gonorrhea, chlamydia, and I think maybe syphilis, okay? And so, you definitely have to stay on top of that. Spirit is saying that money follows you. Okay. So the good thing is you will always have opportunities for money coming in, but you got to be very careful with sickness. Okay. Being exposed to sick individuals. Okay. Because Spirit is saying that you can be susceptible and open to getting sick. And so Spirit is wanting you to protect yourself from that. Spirit is also saying that if you have children, do not impose your ways on your kids. Okay. Let them be their own people, okay? Spirit is also talking about, like, there's something going on with the father energy here. So I'm not sure if your father is sick, something's going on with your father, if your father has passed away, but Spirit is saying that prayers are needed for the father, okay? If your father passed away, definitely light a candle and pray for your father's upliftment and evolution. Pray for the forgiveness of his sins in the earthly plane and his advancement in the spiritual plane, okay? And dedicate the the light to him. If he is alive, light a candle and ask the ancestors, your spirit guides, the God force and divine, to protect your father. If you don't have a connection with your father, but the father is still alive, just pray that, your father will see the error in his ways, okay? And that, love and compassion will grow in his heart, okay? And that's the best you can do when you dedicate this candle, to him, okay? Spirit is talking about you're super clairvoyant, you know, super clairvoyant, okay? And you may have lots of lovers. You may like to, entertain lots of lovers, or you may have a little bit of fan club, okay? People, spirit is saying that, okay? Spirit is talking about at this time, be careful of tragedies, be careful of accidents. You may hear about these things at this time. Do not do tricks on the bike. Don't try and jump a barrier in your rollerblades at Central Park or something like that, okay? Spirit is saying at this time, don't do that, okay? You can't be like a daredevil at this time, because something could happen. You could twist your ankle, break a finger, that kind of thing, okay? Spirit is saying you got to watch the spending with the money. You got money coming in, okay? But Spirit is saying it's too much going out, not enough coming in. It's like water in a basket, okay? Baskets don't carry water. So you got to make sure you stay on top of that. Spirit is saying that there is betrayal around you. So you just got to be very aware of a situation. Spirit is saying that a lot of work is going to be required to get to where you need to be in relationships, in work, and career and things of that. And Spirit is saying that someone's temper is super hot. They got a bad temper. Someone in your energy's got a bad temper, okay? As to whether they let that temper go that far, that's another question. But this temper could have gotten some people in trouble. All right. Spirit is saying that, you got blessings from the heavens. Again, blessings upon blessings, blessings upon blessings. Okay. But Spirit is saying that there's something on you and around you. Like if you feel it, if you don't feel it, then, you don't have to take this advice, but you could do like a quita maldición, baño, a bath. Mix it in a bowl and then, pour it from your neck down after you shower, wash with soap and water and rinse. You don't actually have to sit in the tub, and then you air dry, okay? And dress in white and you sleep in white, okay? If you want more details about that, you can email me or email me or DM me at ayabaswind.com, okay? ayabaswind999 at gmail.com. All right. Spirit is saying they love everything about you. Okay. They are like you put them in a trance, okay? How you move, how you walk, how you talk, how you look, how you smell, like, kind of your mannerisms, okay? And Spirit is saying that, okay? And Spirit again is saying that there's a new love interest on the scene, okay? So if this is not applying to you, it could be applying to the person that you're dealing with. There could be someone that demonstrates interest in them, all right? And Spirit is saying like there's some dark forces, like there's a current, an undercurrent of some dark energies that are trying to creep in. So just be mindful of, arguing a lot. There's a lot of arguing, a lot of discord. You're seeing things, you can't sleep. There's weird energy in the house. It feels stagnant, whatever. Spirit is saying it could be these dark forces and these dark energies, okay? Spirit is saying that you're in the spotlight. So if you don't come, again, this is a double confirmation. If you don't come from someone who's famous or a family that's famous, Spirit is saying that fame is around you, okay? And it's getting closer to you, okay? Spirit is talking about like there could be, there could be like at least two people in your energy where you have love for both of them, okay? And this could put you in, I'm hearing quandary. I don't even use that word. And this is what Spirit is telling me. It could put you in a quandary if I'm using that correctly. So, Spirit, and this is why maybe you are going to be in the crossroads if you are not already. I'm in love with two people, okay? And Spirit is also talking about that there's a toxic ex that could try to block a connection or make a connection difficult to manifest, okay? Spirit is talking about sleeping with the enemy, so you got to be careful. Someone can't be trusted. They are either a side guy, side girl, okay? They're making moves, or they may have some kind of infection. What do you call it? Infectious infectious disease. Okay, there's something about them that you cannot trust. Okay, something is a little shaky. All right, Spirit is saying, I had the time of my life. This was that song, um by Bill Medley and Jen Hearns. All right, and so this was like, it was a younger female, and older masculine, and she met him at this vacation, the summer vacation trip she went to with her family. Okay, and so he was linked up with someone. He, was in a relationship with someone, but they had this little thing, and she had a crush on him. I think Patrick Swayze was in it, and Jennifer Grey. Okay, and so Spirit is saying that, you could have gone on a vacation. It could have been vacation vibes or a fun night out or something like that. And like there was a connection. There could be like a slight age difference too. Okay. And it was a connection that, like, the feelings of this connection are lingering. Okay, and someone was, had a crush. You may have acted on the crush, or they may have acted on the crush. Maybe you slept together with this person. All right, there was like an attraction. Spirit's talking about this. All right, Spirit is also talking about you gotta get some rest. Okay, Spirit is saying that you need to catch some Z's. You're not getting enough rest, and you need to get some more rest. Okay, and that's how your body heals. Okay, and again, Spirit saying someone's talking too much, so please do not talk your business. Don't talk about your accomplishments, what you're gonna do, that kind of thing, because you got to build up the energy. And sometimes when you disclose, oh yeah, I'm gonna open up a business, and then you tell people this, and then they start creating planting seeds of doubt. Oh, well, how are you going to do that? That's a lot of money. Where are you going to get the money from? Okay, and that starts deflating your dreams and your goals, and then you start doubting what it is you're working on. All right, Spirit is saying that there could be someone in blue, that you got to watch. Okay, that might be a little Dutchy. You may you know um, be kind of like a fair weather person. Okay, and Spirit is saying blind in one eye and can't see out the other. So Spirit is saying that there's something happening like right in front of you. Okay, and it's either that you choose not to see it, or it's happening and you don't see it because your spiritual eye is not developed enough. There's a lot of like cloudiness and chaos and confusion. There's something going on where someone is not seeing what is happening. Okay, and Spirit is saying that there's a spiritual presence. Okay, there's some kind of presence. If it's not happening in your house where you're hearing things, seeing shadows, things of that. Okay, Spirit is saying that this energy is definitely around you. All right, Spirit is saying that you should be working on mantras for protection. So there's a mantra for protection that I love, very simple, and again, you use the mala beads. Okay, and this mantra is Om Ayudaye Namaha. Om Ayudaye Namaha. Okay, and so you can say that 108 times on the mala beads. If you do not have mala beads, do not delay. Set the timer on your phone. It's a short mantra. Set the timer on your phone for 8 to 10 minutes, and then just get in your quiet space. You can rock back and forth, whatever it is to get in the zone. Close your eyes and, say Om Ayudaye Namaha. But set your intention. Ask, the God force, the divine, your spirit guides and protections to protect you from negative energy. They're also giving you Psalm 91. This is the Psalm of the summer. Pretty much, every sign that I've read so far, they're saying to, say Psalm 91 for protection. So I want to venture to say that there's something out here in this world that is happening spiritually. Okay. And some people are more awake and more sensitive to this energy than others. And Spirit is trying to, cover you with protection by saying Psalm 91, which is the Psalm for protection. You could do it in the morning or at night. Okay. Or if you want to say it throughout the day, more power to you. Okay. Spirit's saying you're not vibrating as high as you could. Okay. So what does vibrating high mean? That means saying a prayer before you open your eyes, before you get out of the bed, saying the prayer when you get in the shower, thank you for this water, saying a prayer when you get in your car, thank you for this car to be able to drive to work, thank you for this job that I have, thank you for getting me to work safely on this train. Okay. um, you should be saying all these little prayers throughout the day just to cover you, okay? Because Spirit is saying, again, this is like a double or triple confirmation. There's like some dark magic, brujeria, witchcraft, you want to call it obia, whatever it is. Spirit's saying there's something at work here, okay? They're saying for you that it would benefit you to go to the beach if you can. Like, I live near the beach, but you may not live near the beach, so you can go to a body of water, okay? But go to the beach, put your feet in the water, put some water on the back of your neck, water on your shoulders, just close your eyes, smell the ocean breeze, feel the wind on your face, listen to the sounds of the waves crashing, and say prayers and say thank you. Thank you to the divine. In my tradition, the feminine aspect of the divine that is found in the oceans, that whose residence and domain is the ocean, is Yamaya. Yamaya and Olokun. Okay, Olokun is the depths, but Yamaya is the ocean. She's abundance. She's motherhood. She's the mother of everybody. And so, in a lot of traditions, they honor that feminine energy in the water at certain times of the year. I know they do that in Brazil. I know they do that in, I think, in Africa during the New Year, at the first of the year, where they do cleansings and things like that in certain parts of West Africa. Okay, and so Spirit is talking about that. They're saying for you, a new career opportunity is on the way. So if you have not already um, uh, started pursuing this new opportunity, Spirit is saying a new opportunity is coming for you, okay? And your Spirit is mentioning there's a war that either could already be in motion, or there could be a war that's about to start, a antagonism between a man and a woman, between a masculine and a feminine. Okay, so if you're same sex, someone always takes the feminine role in the relationship and someone always takes the masculine role. Okay, so Spirit is saying there's gonna be some static between a masculine and feminine in a relationship. Okay, and Spirit is saying don't focus on that. Okay, because Spirit is saying, like, you could be focusing your energies on the wrong things, and Spirit wants you to refocus and focus on the things that matter, which is your spiritual development, your peace of mind, your health and well-being, and your progress in this world, in this earthly plane, and this earthly existence. This has been your reading for August 2024 for the sign of Aquarius. If you would like to explore more about certain things, I'm available at Namaste Bookshop in New York City, in Union Square at 2 West 14th Street. And so you can book there. You could either call in or come into the shop, and you get the reading and you sit with me and then we explore. Okay. If you cannot book in there, hit me via Ayaba's Wynd, WYND999 at gmail.com to schedule a private reading. Or you can DM me at Ayaba's Wynd, the same handle, okay? And thank you for liking and supporting my video. Stay tuned for the next couple of videos on Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. And don't forget to watch your rising sign as well, your ascending sign, because in some beliefs and philosophies, they say that you're ascending than your sun sign in some cases. So you should watch both your sun sign and your ascending, aka rising sign. Okay, ciao.